Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking class for class 11th, chapter 8, exercises Cell, the unit of life from NCERT book. And first I am discussing exercises, later I will explain the chapter. First, which of the following is not correct? Here, first statement is not. Robert Brown discovered nucleus, not the cell. Cell is discovered by Robert Hooke. Slide and Sloan formulative cell theory, it is correct. Virtue explained the cells are formed from pre-existing cell, it is the correct statement. Unicellular organisms carries out its life activities within a single cell, it's a correct statement. Second one, new cells generate from bacterial fermentation, regeneration of old cell, pre-existing cell, abiotic. Correct option is C, pre-existing cells. This is the correct option. Match the following. Christie, they are the infoldings in bacteria. Second point resembles with A. Cisternae are disc-shaped sacs in Golgi abrams. Means third point resembles with the B. B से third match कर रहा है ये, और C से इससे second match कर रहा, और thylakoid first इससे match कर रहा है. Cisternae disc-shaped sacs in Golgi abrams. Thylakoids flat membranous sacs in stroma. Which of the following is correct? Cells of all living organisms have a nucleus. Yes, which of the following is correct? Cells of all living organisms. Both animal and plant cells have well-defined cell wall. No. Cells of all living organisms. No. In prokaryotes, there are no membrane-bound cell organisms. Cells are formed de novo from abiotic material. Only correct is 3. In prokaryotes, there are no membrane-bound organelles. Only this is the correct statement. Now, what is a mesosome in a prokaryotic cell? Mention the functions that it performs. Now, the mesosomes, now look at here. Mesosomes are membranous structures formed by the infoldings of the cell's plasma membrane. They appear as a network of vesicles, tubules, and lamellae extending into the cytoplasm. Functions: it plays an important role in the formation of the cell wall. They are involved in the respiration of the bacterial chromosome and its distribution to the daughter cells during cell division. Bacterial cells respiration and energy production. They facilitate the secretion of necessary substances out of the cell, increases surface area for various enzymatic activities within the cell. Now your next question, how do neutral solutes move across the plasma membrane? Can the polar molecules also move across it in the same way? If not, then how are these transported across the membrane? As you know already, neutral solutes can move across the plasma membrane by the process of simple diffusion along the concentration gradient, that is from higher to lower concentration of solute. No polar molecules cannot pass through the non-polar lipid bilayer in some way to that for the neutral molecules. These molecules requires a carrier proteins of the membrane to facilitate their transport across the membrane. Next question, name 2 cell organelles that are double membrane bound. What are the characteristics of these 2 organelles? State their functions and draw label diagram. Now, as you see, the 2 cell organelles that are double membrane bound, they are the mitochondria, chloroplast. Characteristics of the mitochondria. Mitochondria are typically saucer-shaped, cylindrical. They consist of an outer membrane and a highly folded inner membrane, which form structures known as cristae. They contain their own DNA and ribosomes. Functions: mitochondria are known as the powerhouse of the cell as they are the sites of aerobic respiration, where energy is produced. And characteristics of chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are generally disc-shaped in higher plants but can vary in shape in the lower plants. They contain membrane-lined flattened sacs called thylakoids. Stacks of thylakoids are known as grana. They contain the green pigment chlorophyll, which is essential for photosynthesis. Function: chloroplasts convert light energy into chemical energy through the process of photosynthesis, using carbon dioxide and water to produce glucose and oxygen in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Now about the structures, you can see, this is the mitochondria, outer membrane, this is the outer membrane, inner membrane. Granum, single piece is known as the granum, and stacked groups, they are known as thylakoid. Now in between the fluid which is filled, it is known as stroma. स्ट्रोमा इस जगह होता है और यहाँ पर जो होता है ये मैट्रिक्स होता है. इसके बीच में जो ये पूरा ग्लिसराइड सेल्स होता है, इस इनके बीच में स्ट्रोमा, और यहाँ पर जो होता है वो मैट्रिक्स होता है, स्ट्रोमा नहीं होता है. ये गलत मेंशन है, स्ट्रोमा इस जगह है, ये है. इन सब के बीच में जो होता है वो स्ट्रोमा होता है. और माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, सी दिस इज द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, आउटर मेम्ब्रेन, दिस इज द आउटर मेम्ब्रेन, दिस इज द इनर. ये आउटर मेम्ब्रेन बाहर की तरफ है, अंदर वाली इनर मेम्ब्रेन है. इट हैज मेम्ब्रेन, ये देखिए ये इनफोल्डिंग्स है, एंड दीज इनफोल्डिंग्स मैट्रिक्स इसके अंदर है, ये मैट्रिक्स है. और इंटर मेम्ब्रेनस स्पेस यानी कि दो मेम्ब्रेन्स के बीच का ये स्पेस है. और ये जो फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस हैं इनको हम कहते हैं क्रिस्टी. दैट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. नेक्स्ट, what are the characteristics of prokaryotic cells? Now the characteristics of prokaryotic cells, characteristics, they are: first, they do not have a membrane bound nucleus to contain their genetic material. The DNA is found in a central area of the cell, that is called the nucleus. They lack organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, etc. Prokaryotic cell wall acts as a layer of protection and helps in maintaining shell shape. Histone proteins are absent. They contain ribosomes, but they are different from eukaryotic ribosome, means they are present 70S ribosome, and in eukaryotic they are present 80S ribosome. They reproduce asexually through binary fission. They are the important characteristics of prokaryote. Multicellular organisms have division of liver. Explain the ninth one. Now see, multicellular organisms have division of liver. All these cells perform specific functions. Division of liver means the specialization of different cells, tissues and organs to perform specific function, which increases the efficiency and survival. In unicellular organisms, single cell perform all life activities, while in multicellular organisms, different types of cells, tissues or organ working in close coordination to perform various activities, such as a muscle cell for the movement, nerve cells for communication, and blood cells for the transport. I hope it's clear to you. What are nuclear pores? State their function. I think that cell is the basic unit of life. Discuss in brief. First, see, as you know, cell is the basic unit of life because they are the smallest structural and functional units of all living organisms, carrying out all essential life processes like respiration, digestion and excretion, and even capable of independent existence. Whether it's a single-celled organism or a complex multicellular organism, life's fundamental activities occur at the cellular level, making cells the indispensable building blocks and functional unit for all living things, right? Next, what are nuclear pores? State their functions. Nuclear pores are small openings formed by the fusion of two layers of the nuclear membrane, creating channels that penetrate the nuclear envelope. They are made up of large proteins known as nucleoporins. Functions mean regulating transport, the movement of RNA molecules like messenger RNA and transfer RNA from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. They allow proteins needed for DNA and RNA synthesis to enter the nucleus, maintaining cellular processes like gene expression and the production of new proteins correctly, selective transport for large molecules, right? Now the next one, both lysosomes and vacuoles are endomembranous structures, yet they differ in terms of their functions. Comment. Yes, both lysosomes and vacuoles are considered endomembranous structure because they are membrane-bound organelles that arise from or are part of the cell's endomembrane system. They are single membrane structures whose membranes share structural similarities with the cell membrane, though they both are components of the system. They perform distinct and vital functions within the cell, with the lysosomes focusing on digestion, vacuoles on storage. See, lysosomes, the main function, they are responsible for intracellular digestion, breaking down waste and old cellular components. They are also known as suicidal bags. Whereas vacuoles, they can store water, nutrients, ions, and waste product. They also play a role in maintaining turgor pressure and pH homeostasis in some cells. I hope it's clear. 13. Describe the structure of the following with the help of label diagram. Nucleus and centrosome. First, here, let us show you the structure. Nucleus. The nucleus is a membrane-bound organelle that contains the cell's genetic material. Nuclear envelope, double membrane with the nuclear pores, helps in molecular exchange. Nucleoplasm, semi-fluid matrix present inside the nucleus. Chromatin threads, DNA protein complex appearing as fibers in the nucleoplasm. Nucleolus, sites of ribosomal RNA synthesis. जबकि centrosome, it is an organelle that contains a pair of centrioles and is important for cell division. It is present centrioles, cylindrical structures made up of 9 triplets and microtubules. Pericentriolar material, amorphous matrix around centrioles assisting in microtubule nucleation. Centrosome and centrioles play an essential role in the organization of microtubules and formation of spindle apparatus during cell division. Now here you can see, this is the animal cell, this is the nucleus. In the nucleus, you can see nucleolus, nuclear membrane, they are the nuclear pores, these points, they are nuclear pores present inside, and fluid presence nucleoplasm. Same way in this animal cell also you can see, this is the nucleus, nucleolus, nuclear membrane present, and these are two centrioles. Centriole structures there. These two centrioles, they consist of the microtubules triplet structure. ये triplets होते हैं, ये दे इसमें 9 administrative होते हैं जो फॉर्मेट करते हैं फॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्पिंडल फाइबर्स ड्यूरिंग द सेल डिवीजन. जैसे ये आप देख रहे हैं, जब ये सेल डिवीजन होता है तो ये जो सेंट्रियोल जो होता है, ये सेंट्रियोल जो सेंट्रोसोम में होते हैं, ये सेंट्रियोल, ये स्पिंडल तो ये जो स्पिंडल फाइबर फॉर्मेशन होता है, ये स्पिंडल फाइबर फॉर्मेशन इन माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स से ही होता है। और जो न्यूक्लियस का स्ट्रक्चर है, आप ये देखिए, ये न्यूक्लियस, ये न्यूक्लियर पोर्स होते हैं प्रेजेंट, इनसे जो है सब्सटेंसेस अंदर और बाहर जाते हैं। दूसरा, ये एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम से ट्रांसपोर्ट में हेल्प करते हैं, ये एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम से होते हैं। ये न्यूक्लियस होता है, फ्लूइड प्रेजेंट होते हैं, न्यूक्लियस होता है, ये पेरिन्यूक्लियर स्पेस होता है, और ये जो होता है डार्केंड यूक्रोमोटिन और हेट्रोक्रोमोटिन यानी क्रोमोटिन मटेरियल प्रेजेंट इनसाइड दैट, यानी कि यहाँ पर जो होते हैं ये क्रोमोसोम्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं। Now the last question, what is centromere? How does the position of centromere form the basis of classification of chromosome? Support your answer with a diagram showing the position of centromere on different types of chromosome. Now see, a centrosome is a specialized constricted region of a chromosome. It is the point where the two sister chromatids remain attached after DNA replication. Kinetochores are disc-shaped protein structures found on either side of the centromere. The location of the centromere dictates the relative lengths of the chromosomes. 2 arms. Chromosomes are divided into 4 types based on the position of the centromere. Metacentric, the chromosomes in which the centrosome is present in the middle and divides the centromere into 2 ये centromere है, ये arms है जो कि center में present होता है पूरी तरह. Submetacentric, the chromosomes in which a centromere is slightly away from the middle region. In this, one arm is slightly longer than the other. मतलब एक थोड़ी लंबी होती है, एक थोड़ा छोटा होती है, यानी center से थोड़ा नीचे. Acrocentric, here the in which centromere located close to one end of the day, मतलब एक terminal end की तरफ ज़्यादा present होता है, known as acrocentric. In this, one arm is extremely long and the other is extremely short. Telocentric chromosome, in which centromere is located at the one end of the terminal end and is no telocentric, मतलब बिल्कुल एक end पर होता है. ये पोजीशन आप इसमें भी देख सकते हैं, जैसे ये देखिए, ये है आपका मेटासेंट्रिक, जहां पर ये प्राइमरी कंस्ट्रक्ट है, ये सेंट्रोमियर, ये दोनों आर्म्स बराबर होती हैं. सब मेटासेंट्रिक सेकेंड पार्ट, इसमें देखिए ये शॉर्ट आर्म है, ये लॉन्ग आर्म है. थर्ड है आपका एक्रोसेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम, इसमें एक लॉन्ग काफी छोटी होती है, एक काफी लंबी होती है. और जो ये लास्ट वन टीलोसेंट्रिक, ये एक्रोसेंट्रिक है, ये आपका ये है मेटासेंट्रिक है, ये सब मेटासेंट्रिक है, ये एक्रोसेंट्रिक है और ये टीलोसेंट्रिक है. इस टीलोसेंट्रिक में आपको ये पोजीशन जो होता है टीलोसेंट्रिक, टर्मिनल मतलब बिल्कुल एक एंड पर होता है, ये जस्ट के बराबर होते हैं, ये बहुत शॉर्ट, बहुत ही जरा सा प्रेजेंट होता है, और बाकी दोनों जो होते हैं ये एक्सट्रीमली लॉन्ग होते हैं. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. एनी डाउट anywhere, ask me in the comment section. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Again, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.